Welcome back. This is the online learning platform at Department of Civil Engineering, BMS Institute of Technology and Management. I am Rajesh Gopinath. Along with me is Mr. Vinod BR, and we are in the Fluid Mechanics Lab. In the last session, we had explained to you the experimental setup for determination of major loss and minor loss. In today's session, I will be giving you a walkthrough of how this experiment has to be conducted. Obviously, if the instrument is switched on, due to the noise, you will not be able to hear my instructions. Therefore, in this video, I will take you through each step, each procedure of how to go about carrying out this experiment. Definitely, after this video, one more video will be posted wherein the actual conduction will be shown for your kind perusal. So let us start with this experiment. So please remember, we are going to discuss both major losses and minor losses. If you recollect, major losses due to friction, minor losses due to bends in pipes. So what is the first step? Obviously the first step is to switch on the instrument. So please follow my instructions and the movement of my hand. So you need to switch on this green button. So when you switch on this green button, then the motor will be switched on. So what the motor and pump will do is, it will remove the water or displace the water or suck the water from the sump. This water from the sump via the black pipe comes to this blue pipe. Okay, from this blue pipe you can find a gate valve here to regulate the flow of water. From this blue pipe the water flows and comes to this conduit. Now observe very carefully. This one pipe is connected to multiple pipes. So this and this, these are the pipes which do not have any bends. Major loss experiment is to be carried out for these 4 pipes only. If you want to do minor losses, then you have to carry out for the first pipe and the last pipe. And why is that? Because both these pipes are of the same material and the same diameter, the only difference being the first pipe is without bends and this pipe has 8 bends. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, so what is going to happen? Now that you have switched on the motor, the water is going to flow. So let us say we want to start the experiment. So for a given flow rate, that is the help of this gate valve, you need to fix a particular flow rate. You can either start in ascending manner or descending manner. So let us say we start in a increasing order. So for a particular number of turn, okay, that is for a particular number of turn, for a given discharge or a flow rate, water is flowing in this pipe. So what we have to do is, we have to first do the experiment for the first pipe. So we have to open this valve like this. Okay, please remember, other valves must be closed. That is, the water should be entering only in this pipe. So when you open this valve, the water will enter this pipe. Okay, now please follow my instructions very carefully. When you open this pipe, what is going to happen? The water enters. When the water enters, there is the first connection of manometer here. That is your YouTube manometer. Okay, to find out the pressure. So then the water is flowing from this pipe. It goes throughout this pipe. Okay. And then there is, at this junction, again there is a connection to the manometer. So basically what is happening is, you are able to find out the pressure difference from the first point to the second point. Yes, the pressure will decline due to the friction factor or the roughness factor. And this reading of the manometer should be taken here. Please note, you will have to take 2 readings, H1 and H2. Okay, so one of them is above the datum, the other one is below the datum. Okay, so what would happen is, your readings will transcribe as either H1 plus H2 or H1 minus H2 or H2 minus H1. This will be explained to you in the analysis video. Okay, so I will repeat. When the water was entering the pipe, okay, the water, as it moves from one section to other section, will undergo major losses due to the friction factor, due to the roughness of the inner surface. Thanks to this YouTube manometer, we are able to find out what is that pressure difference. Okay, now after you take out this reading, the next thing you need to do is you have to come to the collecting tank. So now let us look at the collecting tank. So the water which is coming from that pipe falls into this collecting tank. So in this collecting tank, if you observe carefully, okay, there is an opening given. This, if I close the valve, gets closed. That means based on the movement of this valve, okay, the water either gets collected or the water falls into the sump. What we need to do is, we need to close the valve. Okay, so when I close, the opening gets closed, and whatever water is falling for that given flow rate will start collecting in this tank. When it is collecting in this tank, you can see a manometer attached, the piezometer attached. So water will tend to rise in the piezometer. What you need to do is, you need to take two readings, that is either constant head variable time or constant time variable head. For example, stop clock, take a stop clock, okay, or a stopwatch. Let us say I want to go for constant time, then you fix 10 seconds. For 10 seconds, how much water rises, okay? Or let us say the other way, you go for constant head. So for 10 centimeters, how much time is taken for the water to rise? So please note, either you go for a constant head or a constant time. Please note, the more number of iterations you carry out, better is the results, as the error factor would be reduced. Okay, now this experiment, what I told you, that is switching on the motor, rotating the gate valve, switching on the regulatory valve near pipe number 1, taking the reading at manometer, taking the reading at piezometer. The same exercise has to be continued for the subsequent pipes. So how do you do that? First, you need to close the original pipe. The original regulatory valve of the first pipe, that is this valve. So you need to close this and you need to open this. Okay, same experiment has to be continued. Since you are doing major losses, you will be doing pipe 1, pipe 2, pipe 3, pipe 4. Pipe 1, pipe 2, pipe 3 are GI, pipe 3 is plastic. Okay, basically you will be able to assess the role of diameter, okay, and pipe material with respect to flow characteristics. Now, this is the explanation for major losses, wherein we are trying to understand how surface, inner surface, roughness factor, diameter contributes to flow characteristics, that is with respect to losses. Okay, now what should I do? What should you do if you want to do minor losses? So I sincerely hope that you have understood how to carry out major loss experiment. Now how do we do minor loss? As I told you, in minor loss you are dealing with bends. So what we need to do is, we need to do the same exercise, okay, but only for two pipes. The first one, the GI based, okay, and the second pipe is this pipe, which is of the same diameter, same material, but with the bends. So what you should do is complete the entire exercise for the first pipe, finish it, close the valve, then come to this pipe, open the valve, carry out the same exercise for this pipe. Okay, once you have completed this, all the readings that you take has to be entered in the tabulation format, okay, which you will be explained to you how to carry it out, how to do the analysis. So I hope all of you understood how to do this experiment. In the next video, we are going to show you the live running of this experiment. Thank you.